Yeah, like, get off me.
Wait, hold on. Can you put your arm like this? Okay. Wait, hold on. Wait, I got it.
I remember when you used to push me away?
What do you mean?
Like, I would put my hand on you and you would grab it and just throw it. Like, you would just, like, toss my hand away.
You would put your hand on me and I'd just be like...
Do you remember that?
That was years ago. Oh my gosh.
I still lay awake at night thinking about those moments, and I cry myself to sleep.
Oh.
Wait, we're starting off a little too sad.
Wait. What's a fond memory of our friendship that you have?
Fond?
Yeah.
Girl.
You're like, fond.
You're asking the woman with the memory of a goldfish.
Dude, me too. I don't even know who you are.
I have such bad memory. Like, sometimes you've told me things where you'll be like, remember when we did this? Or remember when you said this? And I'll literally look at you and be like, yeah, of course I remember that.
Queen, just tell me the truth. Okay, my favorite memory.
Oh, I know. When I would go visit you, where you had an apartment with roommates, and I would go visit you, I would get there super late at night. And remember when I would have to, like, figure out how the heck to parallel park?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know how to parallel park for a very long time.
And you learned. You got really good at it.
But do you remember when your roommate helped me out one time?
Yeah, I do
Shout out to
remember
her.
that. One of my favorite memories was when, well, it's multiple times, but when we used to live together and we would both be home at the same time and it'd be kind of quiet and you'd be like, have you eaten yet?
Oh my God.
Have you eaten yet?
And I felt like even though we were living together, we didn't really get to hang out much.
No,
because
we didn't.
I was working a lot and you were
Student
teaching.
Yes, I was.
And so we both would get home super late.
But the weekends kind of slapped.
Dude, when we played Detroit Become Human, I think about that all the time.
And that was really fun.
That was fun.
I kind of feel a little sad that we didn't take advantage of living together.
Yeah,
more.
me too. Should we live together? Or?
Oh my God, wait.
You want to move in or what?
I know.
I don't have an extra room though, so.
No, I can find space.
I wish we would have played like more games or something.
It was nice though.
I think
liked
that
it.
was the only game we played together.
Yes, it was. Did we ever play the Telltale Batman game?
Did we play it together?
I think we did. But we didn't beat it together.
No, because I don't even think I ever finished it.
I never finished it either. So could be.
That could be our next game, possibly.
To think, hold on, let me do the math.
My brain is blank right
now.
now.
To think that 13 years of friendship would bring us here.
13?
13. Going strong too. That's a whole teenager.
Oh my God.
A whole teenager that would talk back to you. You know what I mean?
That explains a lot, actually.
They say after you've been friends with someone for 6 years, it's a forever friendship. So this has been pretty solid for a while now.
And you know what? After like the third year, I was like, yeah, this is forever.
This is it.
This is it. I'm done.
Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you remember our first experience with Kimberly Lemming?
It was a cold... It was not cold.
Winter. Oh my God.
No, it was. It was cold.
Wasn't it during the summer?
Was it during the... It might have been. I remember we picked that Kimberly Lemming book, which was... What was the first one called?
I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon.
Yes. I got drunk and...
I got drunk and saved a demon.
We read that title and we're like, what the heck is this?
That's hilarious.
But I think we went in with not much expectations.
No, I thought it was funny.
Oh, yeah. Because I think we read it next to each other. It was like one of those, like, we just need to get through a book.
Did we? I don't remember.
No, we chose the first one, filmed it, and then we were like, hey, you're still here for the rest of the night. What if we binge the second book?
Yes.
Which was
what it was. That time I got drunk and yeeted a love potion at a werewolf.
Best book I've ever read.
You're such a liar.
That book, out of all three, that book was gold. Felix,
4.
that's my boy.
Is it 3?
Yes, because then the one after that is the time I drugged.
There's no drugged.
No, that one was.
But that's not the title.
I think you're wrong. I think I know my girl Kim.
See, I would say we should bet on it, but last time we bet on something and I won, you didn't cough up, so.
What did we bet? Can I bet you I won?
No, you really didn't. It was when the month sequence happened in the Twilight series. You thought,
Sorry.
Bless you. You thought the month sequence of that moment where Bella Swan was sitting on her chair and the months were passing her by. You were so convinced that happened in the first book, Twilight. And I was like, think about it. Why did that happen? And you were like, because she was sad.
Because sometimes you get them girl blues.
But why was she sad? And you were like, because Edward left her.
Can I say some unfortunate news? It is called The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human.
Yeah, like I said. See, you need to stop.
I'm sorry.
You need to stop challenging
You
me.
need to stop. Well,
No, because I remember we mentioned that. Like
Yes.
that it should have been that time I drugged.
yes, because that's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So those 3 books, although the third one was not as strong as the second one or the first one, they were solid. The Mead mishaps, they were good. I was under the impression that this book was in the Mead mishaps.
No, the series name was
Universe.
different. Wasn't
Yes.
it like something chaos?
The time I was abducted by aliens and
Starred in a rom-com.
started something like that. Kimberly Lemming really be coming up with the craziest stuff.
Oh, the titles, yeah.
And we are here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think revisiting Kimberly Lemming and talking about her fourth... No, talking about
This
hold
new
on.
series.
Do you think that can fix your life?
Yes.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast that fixes lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Cheli.
It's where we fix lives one book at a time.
Where the book fixes us. Our last episode, when we're 80.
Oh, stop. And I'm your host, Yajaira.
We are going to be talking about I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com by Kimberly Lemming.
But this is a new series not tied to the Mead mishaps.
First off, cover. What are we thinking?
I mean, I thought it was cute when I first saw it. I didn't really pay attention to what was around her, like the lion, the dinosaur.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I
Her
started
red shoes.
reading it that I was like, oh, it's all making sense now. It makes sense.
Okay. Alien. He hot? I think I see it.
I think I see it too. I think it's just the hair that throws me off.
The thing is, she did post this fan art of what he's supposed to look like.
Oh, okay.
And I thought the fan art did it justice. It was that one scene with the frog where the frog was like, I fly now. It's like, no, you never fly. And then it screamed. But look.
Yeah, he's cute.
You get what I mean? He's
Yeah.
cute and he's big and he's massive.
Mm-hmm. He's very cute.
So I went in with very, very, very high expectations. Can I say?
Oh, I was the opposite.
Really? Wait, why?
The reason, not because I didn't love the first series. I think because it's a new series. I was like, okay, we're done with the Mead mishaps. I have no idea what to expect in this new series. So we're starting fresh.
Okay. Blank canvas.
Blank canvas, yes.
I don't think the name Thick and Nugget is funny.
I agree with you.
I thought that was cringy.
Yes, I agree.
And the thing is, Kimberly Lemming tends to do things that are cringy, but because the story itself is kind of unbelievable, it works.
Yeah.
But to start this story in like the real world, and she works with meerkats, is that what they were?
Yeah, a colony,
like-
a colony of meerkats.
And I was over here like, okay, fuck, Thick and Nugget, Satan, this one, and I was trying to remember them, and I'm like, what's the point of this? Why did I know you're trying to show that you have a bubbly character,
That she cares about her meerkats.
Thick and Nugget.
That she's watching these meerkats because she's a, what is she?
Paleontologist?
Yeah.
Archaeologist? Something
like that.
But I didn't like it.
You didn't find it funny?
No. And that was the first paragraph. And
I know,
was
it completely threw me off too. And I thought we were starting off in this alien planet. So when her mom called her on her cell phone and she was talking about her cell phone, I was like, wait, okay, we have cell phones. And then there was other things that were mentioned that were like in this world. So I was like, oh, I'm so confused. Why are things like paralleling my world? I was thrown off a little bit.
I think the worst thing was because I was over here like, okay, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to keep going because she's going to have to end up in this world somehow. But it just happens. And I hated it.
Well, so she was overseeing her meerkats. And I think she was having a conversation with her mom. Like her mom was like,
you need to get married.
You need to get married to this Harvard boy. Like it would be really cute. And like, what was the main character's name?
Her name was Dory.
And I mean, what I did like about Dory was that she was very much like, I don't need to marry a rich man. I'm a rich man. Like I'm going to get my PhD. I don't care if that guy went to Harvard, whatever. Yep. So when she's recording her meerkats or watching them, then a lion shows up
and bites her.
But then that's when they get beamed up.
At that time? Mm-hmm. So she would have died if that hadn't happened.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I was kind of confused because to me, it ended in chapter 1 and in chapter 2, she started going off like, I hate this lion. I don't understand you. I really hope that you have a horrible day and I hope that my bones are inside of you and it makes you uncomfortable. And she went off for like a while and I'm like, you need to see where you're at right now because things aren't making sense. The cat, the lion licks her face and then all of a sudden they can communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Because it's through kisses.
That you can communicate with other species.
Yes.
Before we get any further, we forgot to mention our book club.
Oh, hold on. Pause. Wait a minute.
For a second. Also, there are going to be spoilers ahead. I don't know if it's obvious. But we do have book clubs. March's book club book is Tessa Bailey's Dream Girl Drama. If you're currently reading it as well, or you're planning on reading it before the month ends, please go to the Book Fix Pod in Fable and Goodreads for our book clubs so that you can talk to us about it. Rant, rave, gush, whatever you want.
If you are having trouble looking for our book clubs, we do have a link tree, linktr.ee/thebookfix. You can join both of our book clubs on there as well as follow all of our social medias.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the book. So I was really thrown off in the moment when she was like in the spacecraft because I couldn't really see anything. I don't know if you felt the same way, but I didn't know how to envision where she was.
Yeah.
And then she started talking to the lion and the lion was chasing her around. And then all of a sudden, like I do find Kimberly Lemming's writing kind of funny a little bit. Like
I do too.
It's like quirky because she'll be like, you were just trying to bite me. And he's like, well, I mean, I was hungry. Like, get over it. Like, we're friends now. We can communicate now. So we're chill. But then I don't remember what happened after that.
Well, they basically...
While they were in the spacecraft, I mean.
They basically become friends and escape together.
Oh, through a pod.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
And now they're in a world that has dinosaurs. And there's this gray man. And they're like...
Gray man with horns.
Yes. He doesn't look human, but he's kind of sexy.
He looks human-like, though.
But he has hooves.
Oh, yes. The hooves. And a tail.
Yeah.
I bet you ate that up, huh? I was like, Cheli loves tails, so
why is that? Why are you spreading this?
She's gonna give this 5 out of 5 because of the tail.
No, like kicking my feet.
Stop. I didn't love the tail.
Okay, no comment.
Not yet. So wait until the tail part.
I'm gonna speed through this. He comes up and like,
they can't communicate yet because they haven't figured out the whole kiss thing.
Dude, I hated the first time they kissed. That was so dumb because she says to him after he gets her out of like a monsoon that happens, she's like, I'm so happy I could kiss you. And then she walks away and then she's like, wait, I guess I will. Kisses him. Whoa, that was crazy. And then moves on. And it's like, that was weird.
Yeah.
That I wish they had kissed by being too close on accident. You know what I mean? Or like something like that.
Or at least her acknowledge, like, okay, this is very weird. I know that you and I can't communicate, but like if I kiss you, then we can communicate. You know, like if she's meant to be a quirky character, it would have made more sense for her to be like stumbling with her words in the moment when they're gonna have their first kiss.
Yep.
But it kind of just felt like, okay, whatever. They had their first kiss. Now they can communicate.
I really, really like Soul.
So Soul is the first guy.
The first guy. Heart of Gold.
Heart of Gold. He was so sweet.
He was really sweet.
Oh my God.
Something about a man.
With hooves and a tail.
Okay, stop. You're putting words in my mouth, but yes. But I just think that I get him. I get what I get
his
vision.
soul.
Oh.
Wait, I didn't do that on purpose. Okay.
I just really liked him because he was very cautious with the way he spoke at the beginning. And even Dory was just kind of like, wow, he's like my protector. Mm-hmm. He is here for me and he will protect me from all dangers.
There was even a moment when the lion, who she named Toto, where Toto said something like, oh, I'm so hungry, I'm going to eat you, or like something like that. And Soul got so protective over Dory that he was like, wait, has he hurt you before? Like,
yes.
Like, do you need help or something? And Dory was like, no, it's chill. We're friends.
No, we're besties.
That's in the
now.
past.
Yeah.
Yes, he bit me, but it's okay.
Well, you haven't tried to eat your friend?
Oh.
Are you even friends? Mm-hmm. Left speechless. This whole parallel with The Wizard of Oz, I really wish that our main character hadn't brought it up.
So did I.
Right?
Especially because now we're wicked girlies, you know?
No, yeah.
Now in the new year of was it last year? Now in the current year of 2025, we love Wicked. We can't wait for part 2. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like authors, maybe they think we're dumb or we're super young. I don't know, one or the other. So maybe we're not aware of Wizard of Oz, but like her mentioning Wizard of Oz, I was kind of like, yeah, I know that's where you were going, especially if you name him Toto.
But I also didn't like the fact that you got abducted, a lion bit you, and you're running away from a dinosaur. And your first thought is, just like Wizard of Oz.
Damn.
My life paralleled hers so freaking good.
I mean, Dorothy, close enough.
I hated that. It was not good.
She did have red hair too.
Yeah, she did. I wasn't a fan.
Well,
well,
I feel like they just had to throw that in there.
So I don't really know when Locke was introduced.
So there was a moment when Soul had to leave. I forgot why he had to leave. But then doesn't Dory get stuck in like some sort of trap? Mm-hmm. Is that when Locke shows up? Because I remember her seeing Locke, who looked similar to Soul, but not exactly. Yes. Like there was something different about him. And
didn't Soul protect her from Locke?
Yeah, like he was trying to tell her like, oh, he's very dangerous, but I don't know. For some reason, she thought it was cool. She thought he's
kind of sexy.
He's kind of sexy. He's kind of nice.
Wait, is that a tail?
So Locke was like the opposite of Soul. He was very flirty, very confident.
Yes.
And kind of give Playboy vibes a little bit.
Yes. Here's my thing. Mm-hmm. We have our characters. Toto, by the way, MIA the whole book. Very sad about that.
He comes back a couple
He comes
times.
back every once in a while like, I'm trying to get a queen. BRB.
I'm trying to find my own mate, okay?
Yes.
Good luck, girl.
I did kill a lot of little animals for her, put them outside. Hopefully she'll give me kids. Toto. I love that bitch. But the thing that gets me, I'm starting to notice that every Kimberly Lemming book kind of has to do with drugging, right? And it has to do with dubious consent.
Oh.
And I understand she put it in her trigger warning. I do understand that. And it was very much put there.
I forgot about that.
I'm kind of getting tired of it.
Okay. Do you want to explain what happened?
So from what I remember.
The serum.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
She was abducted because all of these girls were going to be put into a breeding program.
Crazy, first of all.
But it's because wasn't the species of soul, weren't they all dying off?
I think so.
I
But
think so,
while
too.
she was still in the spacecraft,
Mhm.
a serum fell on her or was thrown at her. I don't
Yes.
remember. So this serum basically marked her as Soul's mate and Locke's mate.
Mm-hmm. So their attraction to each other is very heightened.
Mm-hmm.
And so, dude, they're messing around for a good chunk of the book.
Yeah, I did not expect that. So there was a bird?
Mhm.
The intern. The intern comes out and is like, hey, so yeah, I need you guys to mate and like have babies because I'm gonna take this like my studies, my stats, and give it to the higher up person. And at first everyone's very well, not everyone, but Dory is very reluctant because she's just like, okay, this is very weird that they're basically like monitoring me. But
fucking Locke and Soul already like shirt half buttoned down.
I know they don't even wear shirts.
No, yeah, no,
No, yeah, you're not done. I mean, you're not down. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
No, I get
no,
it.
no, yeah, it's fine.
But it's quick, dude.
I don't even remember where they were the first time.
They were in a room that the windows were see through because intern watched the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
And dude, the fact that Soul nodded in her, and then she was like,
"Girl,
the knot was crazy," but she was just kind of like, "Okay, can you like get out now and stuff?" And then intern comes in and is like, "Actually, Soul, can you kind of give me like a cutesy side B angle, and so I can really get in there and show what's going on?" And it was funny because he was like, "Oh no, yeah, no, definitely."
But intern was recording the whole thing.
Yes, for training purposes.
I
For
don't
training
what?
purposes.
Yeah. So this romance is a trio.
Yes.
It's Dory, Locke, and Soul.
I'm down. I was so down for them because I liked that Locke and Soul bickered, but they loved each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Well,
no, don't give me that. They loved each other. You have issues with it?
It feels weird to me. Oh my god, this is just weird to talk about.
No, it's
it's
okay,
like
Queen. No judgment here.
No.
It's
It's
just us.
It's like it's
You and me against the
spice.
world.
You and me against everybody. No, I am for the trio romance at that.
Okay.
The spice. Kimberly Lemming ate with that.
Got that.
But I kind of wish that the romance between Locke and Soul felt a little bit more.
You know what? I agree with you. I'm gonna cry. I love them so much. My favorite line that Locke said was near the end. Whoa, read this book. Was near the end when he basically Soul had gone missing and they thought he died because it was mid-battle. They left him, and
Soul had told them to leave.
And Locke told Dory, if that were to happen to me, you leave me. You don't come back for me. You and Soul get out of there. And so a lot happens, but Locke ends up being taken and they go back for him. And he told both of them, I had a moment where I thought you both were gone and I wouldn't see both of you again. And I never want you to leave me.
Yeah. And like I loved that scene so much, but I really wish that the progression of the romance would have been equal.
Yeah.
Like between because Dory and Soul's romance, I felt like okay, they were progressing pretty well.
Even Dory and Locke.
Right. But I wish that the same happened with Soul and Locke.
Like Dory standing in the background and she can see them interacting.
Yeah, and then
Like
like,
the little
falling in love or something. I don't know.
Wait, Kimberly, here's our business email. I would see so much more of this couple. I would see so much more of them. But I kind of get you because it's just very rushed. And that's the thing with Kimberly Lemming. She focuses so much on the comedy, and I get that. But sometimes it felt like some of the things that these characters were going through was just for us to laugh and nothing of it mattered.
Right. But then there was also that moment when intern was like telling them, okay, your love meter is very low. People say allegedly like distance makes the heart grow fonder. So you guys need to separate. And so he eventually does make them separate. And then she ends up falling more in love with Locke, who she's not seeing, but it's because she's thinking about him more.
Yeah.
And she's falling in love with Soul, who she's with. And it's like, okay.
But the thing is, this is a manipulative tactic to get you to fall in love with someone. And that's where I'm just kind of like, I get the shits and giggles part of it.
And I also get that it's like, okay, you know, this is a short book.
Yes.
And everything is very like fast paced. I get that. But I just wish that it didn't feel so like, what's contrived? Is that the word? Like everything feels so scripted.
I kind of would have liked if she was just an unlucky person.
What do you mean?
Like in the beginning of the book, we just know Dory's unlucky. And then she just happens to get abducted. And she just happens to be in the middle of a war.
Oh, you mean like just take out the whole like
drunk serum part?
No, like the stats and everything. Like intern
even
trying to get them to mate and have babies.
Their little love meter, the Tamagotchi thing. I don't get that. Like, I don't get...
I feel like it could have been cute if these moments were just, I don't know, sweeter.
But it's cuter. It's funny because there are so many things that this book was lacking. But some of the quotes just hit.
I know. It was crazy. Like that moment that you mentioned at the end when Locke was like, if I lost you guys, like I didn't want to lose you guys or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that really hit.
Even when Soul, it was Soul. Hold on. I remember the line. Oh, when Soul and Dory were bickering and Soul talks about how he got her and Dory just grabs his face and kind of caresses him. Mm-hmm. And then he just goes, oh, this I can get used to. And then you hear their little love meter beep.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really sweet. And even the first time he said, I love you.
It was really cute.
It was really cute. So I was there for them because of those lines of dialogue. But I just wish there was more to it. And you're right. Now that you bring it up, I do wish that Soul and Locke would have had more of a deeper relationship.
Mm-hmm. Like it felt like they were trying to do enemies to lovers, but we kind of just like dove straight into lovers by the end of it. It's like, okay, we didn't really, work through it.
Yes. And Dory was also completely okay with never going home.
I know. I was thinking that too. I was like, at the end of this, are we going back home or how are we doing this?
Yeah. I didn't really understand either the fact that why did intern get the name Cupid? Why was that such a big reveal at the end?
That's the next victim, no? Cupid?
Oh.
Or are they Cupid?
They're Cupid.
Oh, they're Cupid. Okay.
So is that like the whole point of these stories now? This world that she's crafted?
I guess.
I don't like it.
How did you feel about the villain? What was his name? Osiris? Oris?
Omid? The villain that didn't like Locke?
Yeah.
I didn't care for him.
It was resolved very quickly and very easily. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how to feel about that.
Well, I felt like most of the issues were resolved very easily because Dory worked with animals.
Mm-hmm. So
his issue was that the dinosaurs were attacking where he lived, but he so happened to build his settlement on top of a place where dinosaurs would migrate through. Mm-hmm. So they had to just move.
And Dory tried to get him to understand, like, okay, well, it's because they're migrating here, so you need to move your home and kind of like work your home around the dinosaurs' migration. And then he was just like, oh, how do you know this? Because I work with animals. Oh.
Okay. Even the way that guy would react when Locke was like, why are you doing this? Because you never wrote me back. It's like, what the heck kind of response is that?
I mean,
I hated it.
He could have wrote him back.
Yeah. I think that I didn't start liking this book until
the end.
Until the spice really started hitting. The spice was so good.
It hit so hard.
It did. And I was there for it. I was there for every single...
No, yeah,
every single spice scene.
But like, damn, she went hard.
I don't think Kimberly Lemming... Well, no, she does write spice. But that felt like a lot.
I was like, I know that her spice has been good before, but I feel like it's definitely elevated a lot. And
The spice, the first spice scene in this book, the fact that both of them nodded in her is crazy.
oh, and so the purpose is because they want to get her, well, intern wants her to get pregnant, but she still has her implant.
Yeah.
And I thought that scene was funny when she was like, "Oh, you guys want babies?" And they were like, "No, God, no, not right now.
We haven't even decided where we're all going to live.
Yeah, like let's worry about our house first." And she was like, "Okay, good, because I have an implant."
What I thought was really funny, that this is supposed to be paralleling Wizard of Oz, is the fact that they're going to the data center because they're trying to see if they can send her home.
Yeah.
Just like Dorothy. And it was funny because she showed up. This part made me cry. She showed up and saw that bird thing there. And it was like, "Oh, Dorothy, you're here. How can I help you?" She's like, "Get a load of this," and punches it. And then it falls. And Toto's like, "I think you punched him to death. I think that was it." And he's just lying limp on the floor. And then they're like, "Let's celebrate her first kill, guys. Give it up to Dory."
But it wasn't dead.
It was so funny.
It was really funny. But I was just like, wait, did Dory just punch?
She just punched him to death. He should have died like that. That would have been so funny. She was too afraid of the power that would have had. She ends up choosing not to go home. And she stays married to the two sexiest men on this galaxy, I will say.
Yeah. I thought it was funny how her being watched mirrored her watching the meerkats in the beginning. You know what I mean? I was just like, Dory, you can't even complain that, you know, the intern is over here trying to do stats on you because you do the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
No, but I think intern brings it up. He's like, don't you do the exact same thing? Like, I'm trying to do my job. Wasn't your job to like watch meerkats all day?
Dang, dude.
Kind of ate with that one, huh?
So, thinking about it all, do you think this was a strong Kimberly Lemming book? Because I messaged a friend before finishing this book, and I was like, I think I hate it. And then I finished it. And now my thoughts are different.
I feel like I enjoyed it overall.
Me
There
too.
were certain parts where I wish were a little bit stronger, especially in the development of the romance between the characters. But the spice
It was so good.
was phenomenal.
Yes, I agree. I think...
And I also agree with you how you said that there were some lines of dialogue that were just like so good. Like it kind of just threw me off.
I love it. I love how much they loved her. It was so good. I think I do like this book, but I do think that I might get tired if this is what she continues to write every single time. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the comedy aspect.
But think about it.
Okay.
You preferred the second Mead Mishaps.
I did.
So you could like the second.
Oh my God, you're right,
The
Queen.
second book of this
Kimberly
series.
Lemming.
I'm here. I'm back in.
Only write second books.
Skip the first one. Get to the second one.
No, you're right. I just think, I don't know. I wonder what's going to be my wall for Kimberly Lemming books.
Oh.
But as of now, I don't have one. I think overall, I would give this book like a solid 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Or like a 3.5, like around there. It was really enjoyable. And I do find her comedy funny. There's just certain moments where I'm like, okay.
Thick and nugget.
Yeah. Thick and nugget.
I think I'm ready to let her go.
Me too.
To anyone listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can leave a rating of 5 stars and a review recommending us our next read, that would be amazing. Also, we're slowly coming to an end to character AI. So if you have anything else you want to see on our Thursdays that is bookish related, please recommend. I would love to do anything. No, actually, That's too much power.
Don't make promises.
If you want to support us and you have a little bit of extra money, what can they do?
If you're interested in supporting us just a little bit more, we do have a Patreon. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can also find us on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix. It's Cosmic Chaos. That's what the series is called.
Okay. If you are watching us, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to support us on social media, we do have a link tree, linktr.ee/thebookfix, where you can find all of our links to our social media, as well as our links to our book clubs. We are reading Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey. Mm-hmm. So if you want to join us on that for our March read, that would be amazing. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and read a positive and negative review about this book.
Okay, we're looking on Goodreads. Which one do you want to do?
I'll do positive.
Okay.
This comes from Mia Reed's Romance, who gave it a 5-star, wrote, "Are you a fan of Ice Planet Barbarians, but you were thinking, I wish it could really be a bit more of a rom-com. You could have 2 mates and there was a lion sidekick? No, me neither. I mean, I am a fan of Ice Planet Barbarians, but I would never have thought of this combo. But trust me, you want it. This book is a wonderful combination of extremely funny, spicy, and a bit of adventure. If you love a book that will make you laugh and think, wow, my day wasn't perfect, but at least there were 0 huge frogs, you need to read this one. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. It is ridiculous in an incredibly fun way, and I was exceptionally entertained."
Okay, so there's none that are 1-star where they really explain. There's a lot of like DNFs.
Yeah.
So this one is a 2-star written by Caitlin. They wrote, "Wow, I really struggled with this one. I've read 2 of the 3 books in her other series and really enjoyed those, so I was intrigued by the title and excited for the adventure. The problem for me was that the absurd was just too absurd. At some point, I had a hard time accepting everything thrown at me, and then we had a spicy scene really early on in the book, and after that, it tried to take itself seriously, and I just couldn't get back on the ride. There was a lot of potential here, but the front half of this is filled with a lot of silly nonsense, which I thought I could handle. It's too much for me, apparently. It went from amusing to cringy. And then it tried to be a serious book in the second half, which almost confused me more."
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Switching gears. I never realized that people bulk read. Or no, sorry. I never really think about the fact that people bulk film. So the fact that we're over here talking about like tales and sexy men, and now we're like, okay,
now we gotta
out of my mind,
bring in the serial killers.
Bring in the serial killers. What are we gonna read next? Who knows? They'll know.
They'll know just by that.